gauges that will help me not blow up my car. For the most part. But we got a boost gauge, oil pressure gauge, and an AFR gauge. I know the AFR goes into this bung right here. That's a O2 bung.
TP for my bunghole.
Connects to the ECU. Oil gauge, that taps into the oil pressure T I have here that feeds the oil line. So that's gonna be pretty easy. The AlphaX standalone doesn't run by cheap. It's like a good 1,500 I think I paid for it, or 1,200. I can't remember, but you kind of need it to run this setup. And this setup is so like way overboard. I just wanted to have it, you know, you can get same pretty much horsepower. You can get like 400 horsepower with just a step turbo and stock block, everything. So this is just way so excessive, but it's your own personal preference. You can go this route, but it's a little expensive. Boost gauge, connect that to one of the intakes. And then I have to hook up this boost solenoid. And that should all help me get ready for a tune. So thank you again, AEM. They didn't pay, I paid for them, but I just appreciate you guys making such a good, nice looking gauge. So this is what comes with the AFR gauge. Comes with the O2 sensor. This goes to power cords, and then this goes to your O2, this thing. And then it comes with a bung that you can weld onto your downpipe, but mine already has it. Well, I had to go see the specialist. They had to reposition it, which fucking hurts so bad. But we're gonna install these AFR gauges. We're gonna be installing these AEM. We're gonna be installing these AEM gauges.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This is the AlphaX standalone that you need to run this type of setup that I'm doing. You also have to run the boost solenoid and wire it into this ECU. There's a whole diagram I can pop up that will show you how to wire it exactly. Pretty self-explanatory and easy. And then I'll show you how to do this. This goes to your turbo and your wastegate, and I'll show you how to plumb this and run these lines correctly. And then pretty much after that, just running the oil pressure gauge and also the boost gauge as well, which is also super easy. So I'll show you guys how to do it all. Okay, so I'm gonna explain this part while eating pizza, brought to you by pizza. So the brown and white wire, these are going to your ECU. Brown is your ground, and then you connect your white to the pinout, which was, I believe, X10, I wanna say, for the AFR. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that pretty much is it for the two cables that you need to go to your ECU. And then you have your positive and your negative. So you have your power and then your ground. How you connect these to your fuse is you get a tap in. Super awesome. Brought to you by pizza. Super awesome thing. All you do is just pull out the fuse that you want to tap into, put it in here, connect this side to your positive cable, crimp it, pimp it, slap it in, and she's ready to go. Brought to you by pizza. So, after you got your power, so you got your wires going to your ECU, you got your power cable that you just tapped in here, tap, tap, tap in. And you ground it to your chassis. Make sure it's a good ground. If you need to shave the paint off, you need bare metal. Fucking screw it in there. Now they have connectors where you can have a little circle. It's an eye hook thing. Put a screw through it. Boom. These other cables you don't need, so I'm gonna electrical tape them off so they're not gonna contact anything else, just like my X. Primarily you just need these 2 wires for ECU, ground, the AFR sensor, and then your power and ground. Super easy. Slap it, spit on it, and throw it in. Tell you owe some rent money. Brought to you by pizza. All right, so here's the theory. 6 string down hole, string pop out of other side of hole, tie string to wire, Sean Poole.
Bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Is this not beautiful or what? I love it. Thank you. I'm so zooted. I'm tired. I fell asleep for at least 10 minutes.
Bitch, pay me. Bitch, pay me. Bitch, pay me.
All right, my mijos and mijas. I pretty much just ran the solenoid wires through this little like sleeving shit I got from O'Reilly's. Makes it super clean looking. Also wired the AFR O2 into the sleeve, and I'm just gonna zip tie it to my fucking shit fuck. Yeah, it's gonna look better once it's all together, you know. But this blue wire is gonna go to the ECU, so I have it poking out, which looks pretty nice. I'm gonna probably put another sleeve in here just for shits and gigs. And then it continues to go through the firewall into my fuse box. All right, just so you guys have a better idea. So this is your solenoid. Put some fucking sleeving over it, ran my O2. That goes to my downpipe in this. This is the wire, the second wire that goes to my ECU. And then it runs to my firewall. All right, so when you get to your standalone, you're gonna pop out these 4 screws that are holding the back plate on. And then I know this is scuffed because my hand's broken. But you're gonna get this little wiring harness. Just connect your gauges. So for my case, I got the AEM gauges, the X series. So I labeled these. It's good to label these regardless. So then you just connect your ground to the brown wire, and then the white wire you connect to the AFR wire, which is the X10. So pretty easy. And I just pretty much coiled these up and zip tied them and electrical taped them just so they're out of the way. All right, so in all, this is pretty much what your standalone is gonna look like besides the coffee stain. Now it's optional that you can drill this printer cable connection into the housing of this. I did it because I didn't want to keep taking this thing apart and connecting this thing into it. So I just pretty much drilled a hole and made it a square, pretty much cut exactly how this thing pretty much the outline of this thing. And I just slowly did it and made it, I mean, pretty perfect, not gonna lie. So it's now able to plug it when I need to. Also ran these wires with butt connectors, so I'm able to disconnect it from the car, easy peasy. I labeled the color wires to just make it easier for myself to know which one to connect it to. So yellow is AFR, purple is boost, which is my boost solenoid, and black is the ground for the standalone. The other benefit of having it like this is you're able to plug it into your laptop while it's still in the car, which is a huge plus. Now you are losing the cons is you are creating a hole to have water access it. Now there is ways you can go around it, making a grommet, which I'm going to in the future. And just like how I did this one, I made another grommet for these wires. It doesn't make it completely waterproof, but it does do most of the job of keeping, you know, water out of it. Now to mount it to your stock ECU mount, all I did was mount the top left one with the hardware that is the OEM hardware, and then I pretty much just drilled a hole through this and welded a little bit of a little nut on the back,
Little Chinese nut
on the back, where I'm able to screw this in. If I want to run the stock ECU, I can just throw it back on here with ease. So that is going to be your standalone. So you're able to have your gauges be ran through this, your boost solenoid, and you're able to connect your laptop directly in your car. So that's pretty much it for the, So that's pretty much, fucking smack the fuck out of it. That's pretty much for standalone. All right, so I'll show you guys what the gauges look like just right now. So that's my key in, and then I turn it. They all turn on. Let's get wiring the sensors and wiring the ECU, and we'll be ready to tune. What do you think about it, Yogi?
I don't work here.
The boost gauge, you're gonna have this solenoid with the boost solenoid and this fitting, and you just pretty much plug it into here and tee in right after your throttle body. You have to tee in through your manifold. So I'm gonna tee in right here. Boom. That is your boost. I'm gonna do a little more tinkering, but for video purposes, I just wanted to show you that. Anyone can do it. I believe in you. Well, we're driving the damn Yoda. Probably wondering where the fuck the Jenny's at. Well, we're gonna go retrieve her because she's on the freaking side of the road. So I ended up using a 3/8 nipple from Home Depot for my oil pressure sensor to extend it because it was hitting my coolant line. I know, dude. I know.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Apparently, I knew the threads were MIP, and I mean, fucking Google said, and I researched it up and down fucking Google, motherfucker said MIP could work with NPT, and I was like, all right. And well, I took that chance, and I found out really quickly, and yeah, luckily I caught it just in time. Right here, chilling, vanilling. Oh, look at her, poor baby. So, this is her, fucking whore. So we're gonna go fix her. I brought all my fucking tools. It is hot as shit. It's about like 100 degrees. But I found it to be better to fix it here than run it with low oil and get fucked. So this is gonna be my new home for the next couple hours. And yeah, there's oil fucking everywhere. It's about as hot as a bag of dicks. So this is the setup. And there's the oil. My fucking finger is on fire. So this is my new home for the next couple hours. So that's from Home Depot. 3/8, 3-inch long nipple. That's an MIP thread. And yeah, so I guess the thread's apparently snapped in there. So I'm gonna have to be careful and not fucking break the threads in there. Right here. Luckily, I'm able to get a knife in there and twist it out because I'm a fucking G. Stuck it in there and twisting it out. I'll get you the piece. Watch. Alright, I got it. Other than me fucking cutting the fuck out of myself because of the knife closing on my finger, I was able to take this. See, I brought these just in case. This is the fucking thread that snapped in there. It goes to this. Bloop. I got so lucky that came out so easy. I think it was because it was hot as fuck. But yeah, I was just able to use my knife to spin it, and then I used the rest. I just used the square just to pop it in there. I don't know what that's for exactly. I think it's for like a tool. But I used it just to pop these out, so. Good shit. Alright, she's all fixed. I just need to prime my line and get some more oil from AutoZone. Lost a good amount of oil. Alright. We are on the way to O'Reilly's to get more oil because I lost a lot of oil, but she's all good. She's ready to go. Unfortunately, I can't run my oil pressure sensor, so that sucks dick. So this is currently how the Jenny stands. I pretty much just added this. This was from Amazon. I got it for like, I don't know, $24 I think it was, or 30. I can't remember, but it fits super perfect. It's stainless steel. It's a 45-degree piece of 4-inch, so it's pretty girthy. And then just pretty much made a bracket for this. It's a little L bracket, and got the catch cans in here. One of them did fall off, and it was just spinning around where my serpentine belt, so that was cool. I pretty much routed the hosing. I'll put up a diagram. Pretty simple. This is all nice and clean, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what is coming along. I pretty much have, this is all already what I need to push over 600 horsepower. This is top and lower end, all forged internals, just a little bit of a preview. And I did get the FDF angle kit in with the extra brake mount for the Brembo. I'm gonna go purchase some more calipers tomorrow. And yeah, so all right, my beautiful people, that's pretty much the install video. If you guys made it this far, I love you very much. At the very end, I do like to give like just some insight on life. I didn't really have anyone to go to growing up because my parents split at a young age. So I pretty much had to figure out everything myself, which has led me to other, you know, things that I am so grateful for, that I'm able to figure out myself, like working on this car. So that's why I like to correlate mental health and, you know, building this car together, because it has always, you know, when times get rough, you're just able to focus on this and you enjoy it. It's like an art. It's more than a materialistic thing to me, more of like an art project.
What's this?
It's an art project.
Okay, I like it. Picasso. Yeah,
That's why I love doing it, because it pushes me to my limits that I never even knew was possible, that I was able to do by motor swapping it and putting airbag suspension and wide bodying it and doing wiring, just completely customizing it, completely customizing the splitters, the ABS, you know, I did the side skirts and, you know, installing the body kit. It's all possible. It's just, you know, it comes back to you. At the end of the day, me going through all these hardships, you know, really put me into bad areas. Pretty much just always resulted in, you know, doing stuff that I actually enjoy doing, which is building cars, going snowboarding, and, you know, just having balance. I want to challenge you guys to just have a good balance in your life. Don't burn yourself out on one thing. Just, you know, try to do everything equally. Just like eating cheeseburgers, if you eat one too many cheeseburgers, you're gonna get fucking fat as fuck, and you know. But if you have one every once in a while, it's not so bad. So there's gonna be people that are hating on you, and you know, are gonna be upset that you have things that they don't have. But at the end of the day, you're there at that one point where you didn't have the shit that they have, and you just have to fucking grind for it and work for it. And that's what I did. You know, I'm doing my best part in contributing back to this world that we live in, just being appreciative for what you have and trying to give back to the world, you know, that we, you know, stand on every day. Just saying, if you just learned anything that, you know, from this video or anything, just make sure to give it a like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. And I mean, I made it this far without any sponsorships or any handouts. It's been an awesome experience. But I mean, if there's anyone out there that want to, you know, help me out, that'd be sick. But other than that, I'm going to keep doing as much as I can. I have so much content coming up. I'm super excited to show you guys what's coming up. I did go to Fuel Fest, as you can tell, and I have some great content from there. I actually made it to the VIP section, which I wasn't supposed to, but there was just a whole ordeal. So I just pretty much need the hydro. I have everything else that I need. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I got for you guys for this video, and I hope you guys are stoked for the next videos that are coming up, because I am super happy to able to do this for you guys. So yep, so just remember, keep on moving forward, and the challenge that I challenge you guys with, and I love you all.